We'll move right into the special meeting of the Cunningham Town Board for Monday, May 16th, 2022. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Wu,
Here.
Mr. Evans,
Here.
Ms. Hersey,
Here.
Ms. Colacetti,
Here.
Ms. Bishop, Ms. Wilkin,
Here.
Mr. Quisenberry,
Here.
Mayor Marlin,
Here.
Mr. Wayne Williams.
Next item on the agenda is additions to the agenda. There are none. Next up is public participation. Does anyone wish to address the Cunningham Town Board? Mary Alice, would you like to extend?
That's exactly what I wanted to
Okey-doke.
do. We're going to be efficient, guys. I'd like to extend to 10:40. Second.
We have a motion to extend to 10:40 and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, the clock is ticking. Reports of officers, there are none. Unfinished business, Wayne Williams.
I'm here again with the CoStar resolution. It's a resolution to sign that allows me to sign a contract with the CoStar Group for data service. I sent you all a list of questions and answers, and before I did anything else, did you have any additional questions?
James and then Grace.
There was one answer that you said you would answer in public.
Yes, and I will
And-
get to that.
Okay, and then my other question was, I noticed in the contract that this company is related to apartments.com.
They own apartments.com.
And I just wanted to make sure that all the information they have don't tend to be about rental commercial units as opposed to businesses.
They have multiple different types of commercial
Okay.
properties, but including every apartment on apartments.com.
Okay, thank you.
Wayne, could you speak a little more directly into your mic? Thank you. Any other, Grace?
Thank you. I was wondering if there is a different resolution with this one tonight? 'Cause
No, it's the same.
I just have the agenda. So then we're looking at the resolution from last township meeting?
Yes.
Okay. And it's the same and is for the 3-year contract. Is that correct?
Well, it has blanks for the years and the costs. I would asking you to do a 3-year contract.
Any other questions for Wayne? Mary Alice?
So I don't think I saw it in your answers. I'm sorry, I didn't read it today. I read it over the weekend. Just a little bit, digging down a little bit more into what James had asked. So it's based on apartments.com, but you say that there are also businesses outside of rental.
No, apartments.com is one of the companies that are a part of the CoStar Group.
Right, right.
So, for example, LoopNet is another part of the CoStar Group. It's just a part of it. So
Okay, so
because they aggregate data from multiple sources.
So do we know approximately how many businesses are represented in the data?
So
Or what percentage of businesses in Urbana?
approximately 65%
Of the businesses?
of the commercial and industrial properties.
Okay, but the commercial includes apartments.
Yes.
So that's why I was trying to take out apartments, buildings, and just say the actual businesses.
We have approximately 1,060 commercial and industrial properties, and of those, approximately 140 are apartments 7 units or over.
Okay, so I don't know what the category is called, but let's say Schnucks and Walgreens and Crane Alley and the businesses that serve the public, not people's houses. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out, right? That's how I'm delineating between the two, whether or not somebody lives there or whether or not somebody sells a product there. So does it have businesses that sell products in it?
Yes.
Do we know approximately how many of those types of businesses exist in the database?
No, I didn't get a breakdown of different types of businesses.
I don't need it by grocery store and tavern and whatever. I just want to know, are you selling a service or a product versus is this a place where somebody lives?
Well, they don't have any residential properties.
So apartment buildings aren't in there?
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. So, and what I do, I don't consider apartment buildings residential properties. I consider apartment buildings commercial properties.
I know, that's why I'm trying to make the delineation.
Right.
So,
So,
the numbers you sent us were 65% of the commercial properties were in the database. I guess
Right.
my question,
And-
my follow-up was on the services.
so apartment buildings make up approximately 14% of the commercial properties, so
Okay.
any other questions?
And then, are we supposed to be approving a contract? Because if there's nothing here,
Right, so, I mean, signing up for this is much like signing up for Office 365. So, there, I mean, you really sign up for a term and the payment of the term. I clicked through up to get to this part, right? But after, after this part, there's nothing else.
so terms and conditions
Right.
is what you have. And what is our
Right.
normal process for terms and conditions in terms of contracts? I don't know. We don't have a lawyer.
Well, I mean,
I'm just asking, like, do we normally, I mean, normally with with everything else, we have some kind of printout contract, even if it is terms and conditions.
I mean,
So-
I can tell you, if I were just gonna get a year, I wouldn't be here. I would just get it, right? But I'm trying to get the best pricing.
Sure.
Which is 3 years, right? Which forces me to come here because of the way the township laws are written and because Fred tells me to. So, he did look at everything before I came here. So I'm here.
Okay.
All right, so I wanted to address, there are several questions about how much value this brings, or how much revenue, questions like that. And what I put in the Q&A is that it is my official policy not to answer a question like that. The reason why is because I don't make presuppositions about valuation. And it's very important, the reason behind that. Every single year, I have to raise someone's assessment. And people need to know that I'm not raising someone's assessment to chase value, to chase revenue for the city. Because every single year I get accused of it when I raise someone's assessment. The only motivation that I have for raising someone's assessment is because I think that assessment is too low. That's the only motivation I have. My position, my job is about fairness and equity. It's not about revenue. I just don't care how much revenue or how much value something brings in. I don't care. It has no impact on me whatsoever. This service or anything that I do could cause values to go down. If that's where the data takes me, that's where the data takes me. This service is a data source, nothing more, much like Westlaw is for lawyers. It provides information to allow me to make more informed decisions. That's it.
Grace?
Thank you. And so I suppose that it sounds like with this, you're looking for passing the resolution and then also the length. Is that right? Because I would be in support of 3 years so that we lock in a better deal, especially with it being like a third of the previously quoted price. So I would be in favor of doing it for 3 years at that $320 a month, I think.
Was that a motion?
It can be. I'm not sure if we need to decide that first or we just lump it into.
You can lump it in with the motion.
Okay, then, yes, I can motion Resolution T 2022-04011R, resolution authorizing the Township Assessor to sign an agreement between the Cunningham Township Assessor's Office and CoStar Group for 3 years at, it is $320 a month, is that right? Okay.
I'll second.
Moved by Grace, seconded by James. Further discussion? Okay. All those, do we need a roll call or voice?
Is this the final?
This is final action.
I would
Voice.
suggest a roll call.
Okay, roll call. Could you please call the roll?
Yes, please. Ms. Wu?
Yes.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Hersey?
Yes.
Ms. Colacetti?
Yes.
Ms. Bishop?
Yes.
Ms. Wilkin?
Yes.
Mr. Quisenberry?
Yes.
That motion passes. With no further business before this special town board meeting, we are adjourned. Thank you.